Hey, what is going on, Aries? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, spirits, and guides, what message do we have for Aries? What's going on for Aries? All right, Aries. So the first thing I'm getting is I feel like there's someone, and I feel like you already know this person. I mean, I feel like there's someone that's had their eye on you. We have the Three of Cups. So this could be someone you're friends with. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is also someone maybe you work with, maybe both. For some of you, I just feel like this person kind of has access to you. You know, they've kind of seen you enough to know what they want. You know, so I do feel like there is some sort of association that you have with this person, some sort of close contact. You know, and with this person, I mean, they're really thinking about you. You know, they're thinking about you and only you. And I feel like that, you know, they've been fantasizing a lot about being with you. You know, I mean, we have the Knight of Wands, so I feel like it might have started off like they were physically attracted to you. I don't feel like they necessarily acted on that. There may be some flirtatious energy back and forth, but I don't feel like they really acted on that yet, because we do have them still kind of fantasizing about it. You know, with that Page of Cups, I feel like they got you on the brain. You know, and I feel like it's not just a physical thing. Like I said, I feel like it may have started off they were physically attracted to you. They found you physically attractive. But I feel like it grew into something more. You know, and with the King of Swords, I feel like it's more of a, you know, they really connected with you intellectually. You know, just being on the same page, just feeling like you're on the same page, feeling like they can really, you know, they really click with you. And that's the biggest thing for this person, is the clicking. You know, we can be attracted to lots of people in life. There's only very few that we actually click with. And I feel like they just feel that connection with you. Now, I do feel like they've been putting a lot of work into kind of keeping their feelings known, even though they know what they want. We have the two of Wands and the ten of Wands. You know, I feel like they've been doing a lot of work to keep it from you, even though they know what they want. Like I said, I feel like they're just kind of figuring it out. I mean, this evolved, though. This evolution of this connection, like I said, went from a physical thing to now they're really seeing you as someone that, you know, it's like they met their match. But again, I feel like there's a part of them that's overthinking. Almost like the more they see you, the more they get to know you, they start to kind of put you up on that pedestal a bit. and it causes a little internal struggle with them. I mean, with the five of wands, I mean, I feel like it's basically what I'm getting from this is they got to know you better, and as they got to know you better, they started really, I mean, I feel like they got a little bit intimidated because you do have that connection with them that's more than just a physical thing. And and it's like they're afraid that maybe you're better than them. Like, you're definitely better than they thought. Like, that came out wrong. There's definitely more here than they thought there was, and you're definitely something different than they thought you were. They're seeing you in a different perspective. We have that hangman. They're seeing you differently. Their opinion of you has changed. Like I said, they may have just seen you as a physical form in the beginning, like a very attractive, that type of connection, but now they're seeing you as something much more than that. And that's what has them fantasizing about you, fantasizing about being with you, fantasizing about building something real with you, with that four swords or four wands, building that foundation. And I feel like the more they see the potential here, you see this person start coming out of their shell a little bit more with that devil card, kind of letting themselves free of that overthinking, of that, internal struggle. Now with this person, you may already know who I'm talking about. For some of you, you will. For others, the signs are there. I mean, I feel like this person shows up, they put in the work, I mean, I feel like you have some feelings toward this person as well. I mean, like, it's like, there's something there, but this person shows up. They do a lot of work, like I said, to make you aware. I mean, they want you to know that they're there. They want to make you aware of them. And like I said, there may be some light flirtation. I don't feel like this person necessarily went that far yet. For some of you, maybe there is some sparks that already were flying. But I see moving forward, I feel like this person is going to open up more to you. And I feel like when they do open up, bringing down their walls a little bit, letting you in a little bit more and more. And when they do that with that Queen of Swords, I feel like what they say to you is going to be real. Like, they're not playing games here. They're not playing some bullshit game where they're just acting interested. What they say is... That's one thing about this person, is when they say something, they mean it. They don't really half-ass it. And like I said, I do feel like they are going to open up. And with the King of Wands, I feel like the energy there is going after what they want. They see you. They wanted you. They connected more and more with you. And they started catching real feelings. Like I said, I mean, they started off in a physical sense. There is that mental compatibility. But at the end of the day, I feel like this person's falling for you. With that King of Cups, it's that... it's that emotionally mature energy that you don't get from someone that's just playing games. Their interest in you is real. I mean, we have the Fool as well, so I feel like this person is taking that leap. I see them doing that, coming forward and telling you how they feel. And I feel like you're going to have an incredible connection with this person, because we have the Emperor and the Empress, which when you put them together in a read, I mean, that's a significant sign right there. I love this tarot deck because when you put them together, you get that, it forms another picture in the background. It's that nurture and the protector, the masculine and the feminine energy coming together like it should. I mean, I like what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any red flags. I'm not seeing anything that we should be concerned about, except for, like I said, the one thing is this person's looking for something real. They're looking for something that can be more than just a casual relationship. They're not looking for a hookup. They're not looking for their next ex. We had the Hierophant. Like I said before, we had the Four of Wands. Wanting to build a foundation. They're looking for something they can build something real with. They're looking for a real partner in life. Like I said, they're not looking for a one night stand. They're looking for a one life stand. They want someone that is side by side with them, that take on the world together. And they feel that with you. They feel that energy. I mean, I'm just gonna be real. I'm getting some badass energy from this person, and they're just looking for that badass partner. They're ride or die. This is definitely not someone looking for a piece of ass. I hate to be blunt, but that's what I'm feeling. I mean, and like I said, I'm not getting any red flags. The only thing I'm seeing is they are looking for something real with you. They see a lot of potential in this connection, and I feel like that's why, I kind of feel like that's why they never really pushed the physical right away. They didn't want that to be all it was about. Like I said, you intimidate them a little bit, and I feel like they like that, though. Like, they need someone that challenges them. They need someone that, and I said this a million times, but fire signs are like that. They need someone that can handle the heat. But like I said, I feel like this person's going to open up more and more to you, maybe test the waters a bit. But I do feel like they have long-term intentions for this. Like, they see a lot of potential and they're going after it. A lot of fire in this. I mean, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A lot of air as well. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We have Capricorn. Cancer and Pisces. That's the thing. Sometimes it's harder. Like, you can be around someone and have feelings for that person and not acknowledge those feelings right away. And for a lot of people, the reason why is because they see you as someone that could be real. Like, this has real potential. Like, sometimes we meet people and we just know that there's no chance. There's no chance that we're going to work out. So they're not really taking their time with it. They're not enjoying it. They're not, it's, the reference I like to use is when you go to dinner compared to when you just grab some food. When you're out and you're driving around or something and you're starving, so you go to fast food and you grab some fast food, you munch it down. It is what it is. It costs you $20 or whatever. It's no big deal. There's going to be plenty more where that comes from, compared to going and dining at a nice fancy restaurant where you're paying a lot of money. So you sit down, you have some conversation with your friends or whoever you're with, and you enjoy it. You're not scarfing it down like your last meal in prison. And I feel like that's like it is in a relationship. When someone really has feelings for you, not always are they going to be, they're going to be apt to out to approach you right away. Like I said with this person, I feel like they have some sort of access to you, so they have the time to get to know you. And like I said, for a lot of you, it may be a friendship. I always love friends first relationships. Absolutely love them, because I feel like you have that comfort to be able to get to know someone without having any kind of hidden agenda or any kind of ulterior motives. You just be friends with them. You can be open. You can be yourself. And then you get to know the real person. I feel like even me and my relationship, me and her, we were friends first. And we just vibed. I liked her vibe. She liked my vibe. And like I said, there was definitely some physical energy between the two of us, but I didn't pursue that because I saw potential in it. I didn't want to ruin it, make it, I don't want to ruin it, make it about any like sex or anything. You know what I mean? I feel like some people rush into that a little too quickly. And I mean, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you're just so drawn to somebody that you can't help yourself. I get it. Trust me, I do. But sometimes you just want to savor it. And I feel like that a lot of that energy from this person, like they want to savor this. You know, we don't always have to. You know, some people. Yeah, something just came to me. I remember we were out one time. I was out with my brother. Anyway, we stopped at a friend's house. He had to pick something up. We stopped at a friend's house, so we went there, and he's like, "You want a drink?" I'm like, "Sure." I was like getting iced tea or whatever, and my brother grabbed a beer, and my brother dumped that beer like he was in a chugging contest, and I'm just sipping away at my iced tea. Like some people just, I enjoy it. I like to enjoy things. Well, life's too short to miss out. But like I said with this person, I feel like the more they get to know you, the more you start to intimidate them a little bit. And I feel like they like that. Like I've always said, I love to be challenged. Rose has no problem challenging me. And I need that in my life. I don't need someone that's going to roll over every time I need someone to challenge me. That's just me, though. That's not for everybody. It's very synonymous with fire signs. Fire signs need someone that will give them a little pushback. Tell me I'm wrong sometimes. I don't want someone that's always going to be, you're right. I remember I used to work out west. I worked in an oil rig, and I was a foreman. There was this guy. I wasn't really a fan of the guy as a person, but as a worker, he was a great guy. And we always connected that way because I knew I could trust him with anything I gave him to do. And we always just clicked. The only thing with him one of the things that set him apart from a lot of people that I really enjoyed is the fact that he wasn't a yes man. If he thought something was stupid, if I came up with an idea and he thought that he could, tweak it, or if he thought that maybe I was wrong, he would say so. I had a bunch of other guys working for me that were yes men, and that, they'd rather watch me do something stupid than tell me I maybe could have done it better. I became foreman very young, so there were some guys that were a lot older than me that were working there that knew more than me. And I'm one of those people. I'm not afraid to take advice from someone, especially someone that knows what they're doing. I want to get it done right. So if you have a better idea than I do, speak up. But like I said, there was a lot of yes men there where they were just like, oh yeah, great idea. Even though they're in their head, they're thinking him. And I think that's why we clashed, because he did challenge me. Even sometimes when I was right, he challenged me. And he had a hard time backing down. But there was times where I was wrong when he was right. So anyway, I got so far off topic. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.